Hi, my name is Micah Simmons, and this is for my timeline final project. So, what I'm going to be talking about, what I did in this timeline project, is pretty much about the history of the United States, like for example, like inequality, discrimination, um, um, things like that. Also, we look at things like your race, your ethnicity, your social class, your age, and different identities that people experience. So, the two events that I want to talk about today that were on the timeline that stood out to me were the civil rights movement and 9/11, which was September 11th attacks. So, the reason why, how those both those things affected me is because, like for example, especially the civil rights movement, we were fighting for segregation and discrimination. Especially me, I'm a mixed girl. I'm African American and white, so that really is something that is important to me and stuck with me, because it's a great way to see how African Americans like fought and just how crazy that whole time was. But it showed me a lot of rights and, where my people came from today and actually how we fought and changed. And so that's very interesting, as well as with the September 11 attacks, with how that changed our whole entire world. And, how unfortunately so many people got affected by that. So the September 11th, I was born in 2001, so it was really interesting to, something like that to happen. So prejudice and discrimination, like discrimination unfortunately still happens today, and it's not always it's not definitely as obvious as it was in the past, still around. So people can be treated differently at work because of their, your accent or your age, how you look, and, where you come from, your background. So learning about it's important for us to learn behind discrimination, and it helped me understand like some stereotypes that still are around today. So how my parents and my grandparents were how my parents and my grandparents are different today now. Like for example, the civil rights for my grandparents generation, they still experienced that and had